Sunday afternoon, and the sun is shining. I said, let me come and talk to my friends over here. Let's get some people here. Folks, if I don't know, you're watching my videos, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me those likes and those shares. It all helps me. Do what you can. Folks, our government's getting way out of hand. Can't believe nobody anymore. And that's coming from the top. From the top is coming. This thing with Jeffrey Epstein, it looks like Donald Trump. My partner, Ghislaine Maxwell. Angel, how are you? Got me here. Thank you, Angel, for coming in. You know, Trump is pardoning a lot of people. Biden pardoned a whole lot of people. But you know what? I don't see them pardoning any people like me, like my friends who were in prison, okay? Who did nothing compared to what Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell had done. Sanja, hi, how are you? Stephen, thank you for coming. Yeah, folks, I don't know if you're upset like I am. But, you know, I just did a video, if you haven't seen it already. When this investigation began on Jeffrey Epstein, it was my dear friend John Connolly who was investigating it. He was an investigative reporter with Vanity Fair. And that's at the same time that the Palm Beach police were investigating Epstein. Thank you, Short Dog. I appreciate it. Folks, keep it in. Give me those likes. Please subscribe. All that's good stuff. Okay? If you want, you could hit that thanks button. I got no problem with that. Okay? I'm originally from Rome, New York, folks. A small town in upstate New York. Eventually lived in New York City, but I've been in California for over 50 years. Up until my arrest, I always maintained an apartment in New York City. Nancy Flowers, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Nancy. God bless you. Hey, we got people that appreciate me. I appreciate that. But you know, I've seen a lot of rappers in my lifetime, Harry, yes. Yes, I did. But you know, I've been watching, and it's very graphic, I gotta tell you. Even for somebody that I feel like I'm a strong guy. You know, I was almost feeling sorry for Ghislaine Maxwell, saying, hey, maybe she should get a pardon. Maybe 5 years was enough. But I'm watching this docu-series on Netflix called Filthy Rich. It was written by my dear friend, John Connolly, along with James Patterson and Stephen Lloyd. Now it's a book, and now it's a TV series, docu-series on Netflix. Folks, they're interviewing a lot of the victims there. I think on the show so far, they've had over 30 victims of Epstein and Maxwell. These people were horrible. The lives that they destroyed. They destroyed so many lives, these pedophiles. I don't know. I feel that Jeffrey Epstein was killed. Okay? No question about it in my mind. And you know what? I got praise the people who did kill him. Okay? Because they got that deviant bastard off the streets. But now you got Ghislaine Maxwell in prison doing 20 years. And it looks like President Trump, my partner. All right? And he sent, you remember, Blanche, who's now with the DOJ, was Donald Trump's personal attorney. So, you know, there's going to be some deal made. The Trump's name's not going to be mentioned. All right? And something like that. I guess. Renee, thank you. Mike, I'm doing good, Mike. Thank you. The Lord has given me another day, and I gotta be thankful for that. But don't you agree it's getting crazy, folks? This Epstein is not going to go away. Trump promised a lot of things when he ran for president. But from my recollection, the only one thing that he has done so far, he stopped the immigration. He hasn't stopped the war in Ukraine. He hasn't stopped the war in Israel. He's done nothing about the price of goods, what we're paying at the gas pump and the grocery store. Folks, I can't even go in and buy anything less than $10. It seems like everything in the grocery store is $10. Thank you, Mary. Mikey. Yeah, Mikey's getting me mad too. Okay? You know, I gotta be honest, I voted for him. I thought it'd be nice to have somebody who's not a politician but have a businessman, and it would be great for the country. The unfortunate thing is Donald Trump has become a politician. And what do politicians do when they open their mouth? They lie to us. That's what they do. And he's getting you folks mad too. He's not getting even near the things that he promised. He went and visited Powell to get the interest rates lowered. Powell doesn't want to lower them for some reason. Powell is afraid of these terrorists. Now, I'm not an economist, okay? So, Agent Norris, thank you. I'm not an economist. I don't know what these terrorists are going to do or what they're not going to do. But I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. But, you know, I live by an old saying. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Honest to God, I don't care what people do in a bedroom, as long as it's an adult form with an adult. But when they're doing it with children and taking advantage of 12 and 13-year-old girls, folks, you got to see it. I'm telling you something. It was very hard for me to watch it, okay? To see the thing that Epstein and his so-called girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, were doing to these young girls. Yeah, they had them followed. They threatened them. You're talking about kids, 12, 13 years old. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. You don't see none of the Italians who are still in prison. They didn't do nothing like that. They didn't do no crime near that. But they don't get pardons. Hi, Jennifer. I don't know, folks. Beautiful day. We're still alive. And we got to listen to lies and lies and lies. I'm so disappointed. And Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, these people buckling down. Okay? See, if you got money, you can do anything in this world you want to. You could break any goddamn crime you want to and not go to prison. No, I think Trump is got some dirt on his face over here. I'm trying to read things, folks. I'm in the sun here. All right. No, Nancy, you don't think he'll get out of it either. How many lives have been ruined by these people? Look, it's just not girls in the United States. There are girls in France and Spain and other countries, okay? The things, the people they said were at the island, Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz, yeah, the lawyer. You see him on YouTube all the time, okay? He's the lawyer who defended Epstein with the Palm Beach. He's one part responsible, okay, for the FBI to stop investigating Epstein. Somebody with a lot of power. Acosta was the head of the Department of Justice in Florida, and he stopped the federal investigation. And then Epstein got 12 months, 13 months, okay? Home arrest. He wasn't even in a real jail. He went there 8-10 hours a day. Other times he spent it at his home. He was allowed. Even his probation officer couldn't do nothing. They caught him breaking probation every single day. He went to a meeting with Alan Dershowitz. They have a picture of him coming out, breaking his probation. If I violated my probation, I'd be back in prison. Not him. No, nothing's going to happen, folks. You know, Jennifer, no. Our government's not going to do a goddamn thing. Our Department of Justice is not going to do nothing. Okay, all they want to talk about is Joe Biden, who's got freaking dementia, doesn't know where he's at. All right? And they're never going to do nothing because he's got presidential immunity. Oh, nothing's going to happen to him. Oh, they're going to go after Brown and the CIA. Folks, nothing's going to happen to these people. It's just a lot of bullshit from Pam Bondi. Okay? I'm sick and tired of her. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And she don't do shit. And I see most of you agree with me. Crazy. But this is the United States of America, land of the free. But who's free? Are you free? No, we're not free. Yeah, Pam Bondi. Yeah, I thought she was going to be good. I thought it was a good choice. But you know what? Trump only picks the people to kiss his ass, okay? He doesn't pick qualified people who will really do the job because they don't want the people to do their job. They don't want to. Because those people on the list are big, serious money donors to both the Republican and the Democratic Party. Okay? It's not one party here, folks. Okay? And that's why Biden didn't show it. That's why Trump's not going to show it. And you're not going to have a president in my lifetime ever show it. In New York, our roads here are terrible too, my friend. All right? You would think that we had snow in the winter and they salted the roads like they do in New York. But we don't, and our roads got potholes. Everything's ass backwards, and nothing's getting better. And then we have an election for what? Okay? They're going to elect who the hell they want to. Our votes don't mean shit. I'm tired of it. I gotta be thinking. Christine Noam, all these people are bullshit. Okay? Turn Fox News on. All they want to talk about is the immigration. What great things Trump did with the immigration. He hasn't done nothing else. Nothing else. And you know all these bills he passed? When he leaves office, they all expire. They mean shit. Unless these bills are passed by Congress, then they're just executive orders for the 4 years that he's in office. But they keep feeding us this shit, and we keep sucking it in like idiots. Yeah, Mike, I'm staying hydrated out here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a steak today. I thought about a steak I had in the freezer, and I'm going to have a steak. You know, you folks haven't seen, I haven't been out. This is my first time in a week that I've been out. And it's a beautiful day. I'm glad I got out today. I was a little bit under the weather, I got to be honest with you. I am an old man. I'm 80 years old. And I got to tell you, as an 80-year-old man, I'm sick and tired of the lies that our public officials constantly say, our politicians, the idiots that we keep voting in for office. But it don't make a difference. All right, who's good, who's bad? They're all bad. Okay? We don't have a choice of good or bad when we vote. We got a choice of bad or worse. Yeah, he could start wars, that's for sure. Agent Orange, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I agree the border should have been shut. I agree people should come here just like my forefathers did. Okay? Take their test, study, and become a citizen of this country. Okay? There's nothing wrong with people doing things the right way. Okay? You're in the Rothschild, so you know a lot more than a lot of people, my friend. Because you're in with the money there. I don't know, folks, it's just one of those days and I'm very upset. I can't watch TV no more. I gotta watch, I try to watch a movie, try to stay away from all these news, bullshit news people coming out. Because all they're doing is they're playing ball with the politicians and lying for them and keeping their lies going. Well, anyway. Right. A lady with her dog over there. Let's go see. Yeah. See what she's doing over there. Yeah. Yeah. I guess, I don't know what she's doing. She's picking up things. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's picking up dog poop. I don't know. This is the park right across the street, folks, is the Beverly Hills Hotel. Okay? That's the hotel that started the whole city of Beverly Hills off. A lot of history here. Yeah. I'm going to, Mikey. Thank you, my friend. Okay? You know why? I don't like people who kiss ass. Look at you put on Fox News and you got this guy, Jesse Waters, okay? Him, Laura Ingraham. Boy, they are the biggest ass kissers I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Folks, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm going to ask you again, hit that like button, share this video, okay? Because I think everybody should be hearing this. And for those who hit that thanks button down there, from my heart, trust me, I'm a senior citizen and I'm not wealthy. I'm going to tell you, I'm not wealthy, okay? There was a time I had money, but those days are over. I'm 80 years old. What can I do? She said, your sister said Beverly Hills was dirty. It's not the city it used to be, Mikey. I'm sad to say. It's cleaner than Los Angeles. I'll tell you that much. You got this homelessness like you can't believe. And there's another thing. Our politicians did nothing but steal all the money that was supposed to help the homeless. So anything that's a good cause, our politicians are stealing the money by giving the money to their friends who start these non-profit organizations, all right, that just name and purpose and don't do anything for anybody. I don't give money to none of these people no more. Yeah, Clinton, another winner. You were here in the 80s, huh? Part of the 8 through 90. And we pushed all the human traffic fake to the city boulevard. Yep. You all know what I'm talking about, folks. Sorry that I had to come here and tell you the bad news, but you know, it's something that we all are facing. And it's going to be up to us to try to correct it. And I don't have any idea how. Because I don't have the money that it takes. All right? If you want to run for office, you got to have a lot of money, or you can't run. And then once you get in and you become a congressman or a senator, you're an instant multi-millionaire. They just rob and rob and rob. Well, anyways, folks, I just wanted to bring you here today. Okay, you're going to be seeing more of me. So please hit that subscribe and like button. All right? Everybody have a great day. All my love and respect to you all. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you very much. Take care.